What's going on, everyone? It's Justin here, and this is the mid-century modern themed desk setup tour, where we take a look at all of the greatest tech that I've curated together that also matches a nice classic theme to it. And if you guys have been watching the channel for a while, you know that I not only love to build different themed desk setup episodes as a challenge, but also try to embrace elements of retro vintage design that also has the newest technology within. So here it is, and I'm going to walk you through each particular step, the furniture selections, as well as the millwork, and then go through all of the tech products that I've curated within this episode, because I'm sure if you guys have watched some of the recent videos, you've already seen a preview of the set, but it's finally time to show you all of the details after it has been fine-tuned. As always, if you guys want to win an item from this episode, just make sure you go ahead and drop a like, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment down below with your Instagram username, and I'll be contacting a winner directly on Instagram in 2 weeks. Let's go ahead and get started. So this whole desk setup idea came from the Herman Leatherwrap sit stand desk. This is a desk that I wanted since the day it was announced. It is in the premium tier when it comes to the price point, and it's why I've hesitated to purchase it for quite a few years. But when you look at it, it is a beautiful walnut desk with drawers on each side, a leather wrap top, and when you take a look at the material options between a black, oak, and walnut finish, as well as the option between 6 different Bristol premium leather options from black, blue, green, cream, and brown. The main color that I always had in mind was a black finish with a walnut edge. And you guys know I love the combination of wood and leather, and this is a great example of it. It's a pretty large desk that allows you to fit different platforms and layers on top of it, but at the same time, the drawers on each side are nicely felt lined, and it also has the option to rise with the hidden mechanisms that are actually integrated into the 4 pistols here. And that's what makes it very unique. You can't actually see the motors. It doesn't look like a standing desk at all, but as you press the buttons that are hidden on the bottom, the desk can raise and lower as you would. As for the lamp that I have behind me, this is the Herman Miller Nelson cigar lamp, and it is based on the bubble design, which I'm sure you guys can recognize, but it has a walnut base. I actually have a smart bulb integrated, so it can actually play any different color, temperature, as well as RGB, and it's set to a certain schedule, but I just think it looks super clean. It has like that classic feel to it. And again, I've seen that lamp around so many times, but this was finally the setup to go for it. Another little lamp that I have in this room that I wasn't sure if I was gonna like mount on the wall or just keep on a surface is the IKEA VARMBLIXT. And I was stupid enough to pay resale price on eBay when it was out of stock. And that seems like a trend with some of the IKEA stuff lately, because I'm still trying to hunt down an etching shelf and also some of the retro products that they've brought back in. This VARMBLIXT lamp just has like a very warm tone to it. And the thing I like about it is that obviously it looks great and they have the option of mounting it. But what I don't like about it is that the button is kind of placed in a funny spot, and the fact that I can't install my own bulb to have it on its own schedule. So yeah, those are some of the drawbacks, but if you're looking for like a nice little donut lamp that just has like a cool vibe to it and looks great even when it's off, then this is definitely one that you should check out, and I'm pretty sure it's pretty widely available now. So of course, a very important part of this whole like look that has been brought together is these walnut slats right here. And they're from Wood Veneer Hub. I've used a lot of their products in the past, and they're really easy. It allows you to just go ahead and purchase pre-built slats, cut them to size, put them on the wall, and it really does save costs, but also a bunch of time, especially if you're planning to DIY it. And these walnut slats are from their new series, which is called the Fluted Tambour. You can also get it in like a zigzag pattern as well as traditional slatting and wide slatting, but you can also pick between finished wood styles of walnut, oak, black ebony. And I feel like because these slats have become so popular, and even myself, I feel like I've overused them to some degree, having the option to get slats that are pre-made really allows you to customize it and make it look like truly custom millwork. So when it comes to the speaker that I have in the room, it is another very iconic product. This right here is the Bowers & Wilkins Zeppelin Pro, and I've selected it in this bronze champagne finish, which goes with like the warmth of the walnut and the lamp. It has a proprietary loudspeaker with a 5-driver setup, and just the way that it is shaped is meant to project throughout the room with the drivers of different shapes and sizes, with this beautiful grill over here. And on top of that, it has a glow finish on the bottom that through the app allows you to customize the accent light that it has. And so I really like to have like an amber finish just to go with the accent IKEA donut lamp. And I mean, it's all about warmth in a setup like this where the wood tones are so important, and this just perfectly complements it. So when it comes to my favorite set of speakers, it is the Kanto Aura. And I mean, from sound quality and design standpoint, it checks all of the boxes. It features a 3-inch driver setup with a 3/4-inch silk dome tweeter, Class D bi-amplifier, 100 watts of total power, but in addition to that, it really is up to date when it comes to the tech and the connectivity by allowing you to have the options of connecting it the traditional ways or via Bluetooth and USB Type-C. Another great thing is that they look beautiful and they're available in 9 different colors, whether you want like a more exotic color, a flashier color, or just want a simple matte black or matte white. And then right now I have it on the stand from Bololo, which goes along with the whole set of desk setup peripherals that I have. And that is like the walnut and black finish. And yeah, I have all the cables just traveling down, hidden throughout the back while sitting on like the layered platform of the Bololo cockpit. On the topic of the Bololo cockpit, the way I have it set up right here has my Apple Studio display on it, as well as the charging stand, and below on the other side, it's where my DaVinci micro panel lives, and also where I have a little drawer with just like accessories, my iPad sometimes, and its pencils. You can always add different things such as a phone stand, MagSafe if you don't have it on a separate accessory, or headphone stand. And in addition to that, I also have the wall shelf, which again, follows the same ecosystem of being able to add different accessories such as drawers, headphone stands, or just using a separate one on the side. But this whole system of walnut accessories with a black accent actually made it very easy to tie together a themed episode like this when it came to building the ultimate mid-century modern desk setup. So when it comes to the main peripherals and accessories, this might sound a little bit crazy, but I actually have the Orbitkey Desk Mat on top of the leather wrap of my Herman Miller desk. And don't get me wrong, my favorite part of that desk is the leather wrap finish along with the walnut, but for such a premium desk, I'm really afraid to damage the genuine leather just from daily use. So I've actually put a leather desk mat on top of that, and it actually blends in very nicely as it would on top of a genuine leather finish. And this Orbitkey Desk Mat is the larger model, but what I like about it is that it has like these little cable holders that are magnetic, and it keeps the cables nicely in place wherever I need to. And I actually have a couple of them along here for my chargers, for connectivity, as well as for the keyboard. It has a little felt underlay, so you go ahead and flip it up. You can have notes, paperwork, and all of that. It has a little stitch around the edge, but I think it just has like a good productivity element to it that makes it very handy while also protecting your desk surface. So on the topic of desk setups and productivity, I think a big part of this series is also software tools that can really transform your workflow, whether it is making things more organized, more efficient, but also saving you time and money, allowing you to focus on the things that matter. And with AI, there's been a lot of amazing, innovative softwares, and today we're going to be talking about Reclaim.AI. It is an AI-powered scheduling app that intelligently finds the best time for your tasks, meetings, routines, and breaks so you can save time and be more efficient and productive. I'm someone who has multiple calendars and a very busy schedule of work, meetings, travel, but at the same time, personal routines can include things such as dinners, catch-ups, the dog schedule, haircuts, and things like that. I think you guys get the point, and I'm sure everyone has their own variation of a personal schedule. And I mean, nowadays, everyone is so busy. And what Reclaim.AI aims to do, it builds out the perfect plan for each day, and it optimizes what is the most important, what is recurring, and allows you to actually give your input as well as to how you want it to engineer it a bit differently if perhaps you want to change up the suggested routine a little bit. So as you guys can probably see in my schedule right now, as I build it out, I have certain elements such as afternoon coffee, decompression time, lunch, as well as, for example, advertising or media team reviews. That can happen either on a monthly basis or a quarterly basis. And stuff like accounting, where we usually meet up with them about once per quarter, can also be scheduled and reminded as well. But what's also great is if you have like outbound communications, you can also send them a link, and it will actually allow people to book a time slot with you without having any sort of conflicts with your current optimized schedule. Going over some of the smart scheduling features, it includes habits such as workouts, lunches, haircuts, daily routines, and things that are very important to you, and it can time block that. Tasks where it can seamlessly integrate your to-do list to be able to place the things that are important, and deadlines to keep you on track. Buffer times, which is very important for like in between meetings, your own decompression time, transit times, and things that need to be factored in between different appointments to not overstack. And also setting different hours as well as time tracking to be able to allow you to take a look at your overall schedule and see what you're spending the most time on, and allow you to optimize what you'd like to reduce or focus on. So I would say the way that Reclaim.AI works is that through the power of AI and the ability to optimize your schedule, learn it, and improve on it, is that it is really a virtual personal assistant for your entire life. Most importantly, if you're already using some other workspace related applications such as Slack, Asana, ClickUp, Google Tasks, Zoom, Todoist, HubSpot, and more, it can actually seamlessly integrate that within, and that is really important. If you guys want to go ahead and get started with Reclaim for free and get an extended 30-day free trial, just go ahead and check that link in the top of the description section below, or go ahead and visit Reclaim.AI/Justin-Say, and a huge thanks to them for sponsoring this video. As for the mouse, this right here is the Logitech Lift mouse, and I actually have had a lot of these sitting around the office for quite a few years that I just wasn't really using. But when I started setting up my productivity setup in the office, I found that I actually really like this mouse, because usually when you hold the mouse like the normal way for many hours on end, it starts to build some sore spots along your hand. And even though Logitech mouses are really good when it comes to ergonomics, I just find that the Lift is more natural. And I think this is the best example of an ergonomic focus. So you have like the little like scroll wheel here and the button, as well as the two back buttons right here. And it comes in a white and a black finish. So I actually have a black one at this setup and a white one in my lighter setup in the other set of the office. And I just can't recommend it enough. If you don't need the horizontal scrolling, this is definitely one of the most comfortable mouses that I've ever used. Of course, in this desk setup, we're talking about walnut, and so I had to integrate walnut once again. And this right here is Mode's 60% size keyboard that has the beautiful walnut finish on the back, and it is the smallest keyboard in their collection. Definitely a little bit on the heavy side, so I wouldn't really say it is portable in the aspect of bringing it around with you on travel. But the best part about Mode is that you can customize every element of a keyboard, and I've talked about that before. It's a mechanical productivity keyboard, and yeah, I've really transitioned from using the Apple Magic Keyboard and the MX Master 3 mouse to having mechanical keyboards and the Lift mouse that are focused on like fun typing and productivity, as well as ergonomics for my day-to-day. But the essence of what I picked out for this desk setup is one that has a gunmetal and walnut finish with black keys. So in terms of some of the other productivity accessories, I have this tucked in on one side under my little Bololo stand there, and it is the DaVinci micro panel for color grading. What's so awesome nowadays is that color grading is more accessible than ever before, along with the resources, but you can color grade on your iPhone, on your iPad, using a full-fledged version of DaVinci, as well as of course on your laptop, just with how powerful things have gotten when it comes to processor technology to be able to run these full-scale production applications on mobile devices. But one thing that I'm really picky about is having a keyboard, a mouse, and a color grading panel, no matter where I am, to be able to bring that home workflow with me. And this new model is a lot more portable. And it's actually made for the iPad in mind, because it has a little slot right here. And it has all the different buttons, different modes and dials and things that I use on a daily basis, as well as the wheels. And I mean, I can't describe how much faster this is in terms of its contribution to your production. And so if you're in video production, I definitely recommend you pick up and invest in something like this because it will speed up your process infinitely. So when it comes to the wireless charger for this setup, the one that makes the most sense is the Nomad 3-in-1 Base 1 Max. And the reason for this is because they have different models, from the ones that have a singular Qi MagSafe wireless charging pad to the ones that have an actual stand for your Apple Watch. And that can be very useful for a side table or a bedside table. But in this case, I have it sitting right under the monitor right there, so I prefer if it is low profile. And this is able to do that. I have my Apple Watch Ultra charging right here, as well as a little spot for my Apple AirPods, and of course, the iPhone that sits flat. And this black finish right here is great because it is the contrast color of the setup, but most importantly, the quality of the stand. Very well weighted, has great charging capabilities that be able to maximize the max charging speed of your phone. And in addition to that, it is just well built while having a soft touch element to it as well. I personally have all the different options in different desk setups, and I've really lived by the Nomad setup. And I think most of all in this setup, I just love the way it looks and fits. So when it comes to great accessories that fit this theme, you guys know that Marshall is a legendary brand, but their emergence in consumer products comes in the form of Bluetooth speakers, headphones, and earbuds. And the best part about it is that they've stuck to the classic design that people know and love and created its own identity within it, but integrated sound technology and wireless connectivity, as well as active noise cancellation of the future. If you're looking for a little Bluetooth speaker to add to your desk setup, this right here is the Emberton 2. A little Bluetooth speaker that has great battery life, great sound quality. You can connect to the app and customize things. It has a 10-level battery indicator on the top, and you also have a little joystick on the top that allows you to control play, pause, and skip. And it comes in different shapes and sizes. When it comes to a great pair of headphones, whether it is for work, music listening, or for commute, this is the Monitor 3 ANCs. It's your newest model of active noise canceling headphones, and I mean, there's a lot to like about it. You take a look at the design, it has like that iconic pebble grain finish. It's available in 2 different colors, but the case is also a nice red velvet lined, and I mean, super comfortable, very light. The active noise cancellation is pretty good. It has microphones that are built in on the outside that are able to sense the environment, and it has a great signature sound. And so it is just a very well-rounded pair of headphones that is definitely at the premium price point. But in addition to that, if you have a setup like this or you like the classic style, then there's no better design for a headphone to go with this that is feature-packed than the Marshall lineup. So similar to having like a vintage typewriter on an accent shelf or a side table in a retro theme setup like this right here is a Victrola record player that is in a suitcase form factor. It has like this leather wrap finish along the outside, brass corners, and of course, let's just go ahead and open it up. And as you open it, you can see that it has a little record player here where you can just go ahead and place your record, start using it right away, plug a pair of headphones in via the 3.5mm headphone jack, even though I would say that it is more for aesthetic purposes versus being the best record player out there. I mean, it comes in at $59, and it's just such a beautiful and fun accessory to have, and I think it looks amazing. And the fact that it is portable makes it a lot of fun, but I personally have a lot of accessories like this, such as the vintage typewriters, as well as old film cameras, cool coffee machines that all fit within this color scheme. And I feel like that's how you really build some personality if you're into the vintage stuff. But otherwise, thank you guys so much for watching this video. And if you guys enjoyed it, make sure to go ahead and drop a like, subscribe to the channel, and let me know what your favorite design element of this mid-century modern desk setup is. But otherwise, I'll see you all in the next video.